Readers, today we're going to start reading about a new focus topic, people in American history. So exciting. Now, before we find out about our people in American history, let's talk about our focus word. Our focus word for this week is the word remember. Can you say that with me? Remember. When you hear the focus word remember, how many syllables do you hear? Okay, say the word, clap it out, or you can even use your hand underneath your chin like this to find out how many syllables you hear in our focus word, remember. Okay, readers, let's clap it out. Remember. How many syllables? Yes, that's right. There's 3 syllables in our focus word, remember. Okay, we can also put our hand underneath our chin and find out how many times our chin goes down. Remember. So we have 3 syllables in our focus word. And when you stretch out our focus word, remember, what sounds do you hear in the syllables? So our first syllable is what? Right, re. Okay, so the first sound we hear is re, R-E. Okay, so if we were clapping it out, what's the next syllable? What are the sounds that you hear in the next syllable? Re, mem. So m. What sounds do you hear? And how would we spell that? M. M-E-M makes the M sound part that we hear. And what's the last syllable sound? Right, burr. And how are we going to spell that? B-er, B-E-R. Now, when you see our focus word, remember, does that make you think of any other words that you know? Does it look like another word you know or sound like another word? All right, readers, we're going to read on now and think about our focus word, remember. Now, remember means to keep in your memory. So let's take out our meaning mapper. Maybe you have a virtual meaning mapper, or maybe you have it on a piece of paper. And I want you to write down a word that you think of when you hear or see our focus word, remember. Let's pause the video and do that now, readers. So readers, when I was thinking about our focus word, remember, a word that came to my mind is the word celebrate. Why? Because I try to remember or keep in my memory different things I want to celebrate, like a birthday. So readers, let's take a look at the title of our article a day. Our article a day is titled Pictures of the Year. So I want you to think about what this article will be about based on this title, Pictures of the Year. So maybe like me, you were thinking of the word pictures. And I was thinking of a picture frame and how we put different pictures inside. Another word that I see in this text is here. Does anybody know how to say this word? Yes, this is the word year. And a year has a date, such as 2020. So based on this title, Pictures of the Year, let's think about what the article might be about, thinking about pictures and what we know about the word year. So let's hold on to those predictions as we read this article. All right, readers, read along with me as I read this text to you out loud. People today take lots of photos. Many people use cell phones to photograph their daily lives with friends and family. Some photographs are really memorable. They capture important events such as birthday parties or weddings, or they show beautiful places. Years later, people may look at these special photos to remember the past. So I see a photograph here that looks memorable, probably a birthday party for these kittens. And here we see some photographs of people from the past, maybe. We want to remember those moments. Long ago, however, cameras had not been invented yet. How did people back then record important moments? What do you think? Let's see if we can find out more about this. How did they record important moments? Because cameras had not been invented. Some people told stories about old times. Others wrote down what they remembered. Some people made special drawings to help them recall important moments. Among those people were Native Americans of the Lakota tribe. So this looks like an important moment. Looks like it was taken with a camera, but this one looks like it's a special drawing to help them remember those moments. Every year, Lakota leaders decided which event was most important. A Lakota artist was then asked to draw a special picture of that event. Because each year's picture was decided on during the winter, the drawings became known as winter counts. So these look like it was some horses that were drawn. So maybe this is an example of the drawing called a winter count. And this looks like a photograph. I don't think it was a drawing because it's very detailed. It looks more like a photograph. For a long time, winter counts were drawn on animal skins. Later, the drawings were done on paper. The pictures told the history of the tribe. Each year, the newest winter count was added to the Lakota collection of pictures from earlier times. That helped people keep track of the years. Today, winter counts are important records of the Lakota's past. So this looks like it could be one of the drawings that they did on an animal skin. This must be the skin of an animal. And these look more like they were done on paper. So thinking about this article a day, pictures of the year, I want us to think about what did we learn from this article that we would like to remember. So readers, here are some sentence starters that you may want to use to jot down what you learned, such as, people in the past did not have like we do today to remember things. Or, the Lakota Native Americans made special to remember the important events of the year. Or, these drawings were called winter. So here are some words that you can use to complete your sentence. Counts, photos, and drawings. So readers, pause the video now and work on your book of knowledge, whether you have a virtual book of knowledge or on a piece of paper. So let's take a look at these sentence frames. Which word would fit best in our first sentence? People in the past did not have photos like we do today to remember things. Let's think about which word fits best here. The Lakota Native Americans made special drawings to remember the important events of the year. These drawings were called winter. Right, winter counts. So readers, it's so important that we think about what we're learning and what we want to remember after reading our articles. And I drew a picture of what happened a long time ago. A long time ago, they had to draw a picture of what they wanted to remember. But now we use a camera to take a picture of what we want to remember. So I took what I wrote in my drawing and my labels to help me write a few sentences about what I learned from our article a day, pictures of the year. And I wrote, a long time ago, people had to draw a picture of what they saw. So I combined what I wrote here a long time ago and draw to write this sentence. And then I used the words now and the label I wrote for a camera to write now. We can use a camera to take a picture of what we see. So, readers, I hope you learned a lot of new facts. Now let's go back to our meaning mapper. I want you to take out your virtual meaning mapper or your piece of paper. And let's think about our focus word again, remember. And remember means to keep in your memory. Think about what we read in the article and see if you can connect any new words to your meaning mapper as you pause this video now. So as we read this article, I was able to connect the word event to our focus word remember, because we try to remember different events that take place each year. Thank you for joining me today, readers, as we began to read about people in American history. See you next time.